The world is coming together, Jeff, in Las Vegas, where you will be with the rest of the AI community worldwide.
Well, let's just say that vCons are heating up. AI is heating up. And oh, by the way, yes, it's going to be like 42 to 44 degrees Celsius, which means we're going to be in the 110s in Vegas this week when vCons hit the show floor at Ai4. We'll be roaming around because I don't know. Hi, Ai4. If you're capturing this, you should have had Charlene and Doug in your media booth.
Yes.
And, the poor vCon Foundation, we had to register to attend as a not-for-profit because, hey, you rejected me as a speaker. You have 1,000 speakers and they couldn't find room for me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's oversight or maybe they're anti-vCon. I don't know, but it's okay. We're going to be there anyway.
Well, I love that, Jeff, because everyone is asking the question, what is the next evolution? And just last week, you talked about compliance. It's not going away. You needed to make calls.
God.
It is huge.
This is much bigger than people think. I think vCon is niche. Oh, it's a file structure to capture conversations. Who cares? Well, it turns out everyone does. And if you happen to be involved in the communication space, you might care a bit. And guess what? If you're an enterprise deploying voice AI agents today, you must understand that your call is going to be flagged as a robocall. You see, if you would have joined us on July 31st on the Zoominar that was co-hosted by my friends Glenn and Sarah and Ron, you would have found out that there was an FCC order put in place last year that flagged all conversations initiated by AI agents in the United States to be by default a robocall. What that means is you need consent.
Yes.
You need consent to call everybody, all your AI agents making those outbound calls. You need permission, consent. And by the way, you don't have permission necessarily, even if you have consent to receive a call, unless you're getting express consent to develop analytics on what you learned on that call. You don't have consent for that. So no. vCons are a big market. It's you need vCons to, let's say, help you manage that consent. And I say vCons, why? Because at the end of the day, vCon is a file. It's a format for capture conversations. At the IETF meeting in July, just a couple of weeks ago in Vienna, I'm very proud to say that the value of the vCon has grown up. Not only are vCons the robot food for AI, but now, thanks to work of Chris Wendt, there's now a suggestion, and in fact, vCons will be used for attestation that and proof, if you will, that an AI agent had permission to initiate a call. So it's going to be used for stir shaken, which is a big thing for those of you who are MSPs,
wow.
people you in compliance. You've heard about stir shaken in the US, and now vCons will be part of that architecture. And JDR, also known as Jonathan Rosenberg, is using vCons as a means to capture suggested anyway, to use to capture the conversations between agents, between agentic AI agents. vCons will be used. Think about that. And in those vCons, we're going to be capturing the rationalization process, the thinking of the agent. And that's all because of vCon. So the vCon Foundation's here. I'm Jeff. I am the chair of the vCon Foundation, the founder. Yeah, and I'm also the CEO, but not that CEO, the chief evangelist officer. And so if you want to learn about vCons, hit me up. It's a big thing. So we're going to be walking the show floor at Ai4 this week as the market heats up. We're all heating up, hopefully not melting. And I'm looking forward to meeting anybody who's interested in currently actually thinking about it, doing voice AI agent deployments, whether you're a startup, you're an enterprise. This is big news, big stuff. Also, we're going to be in Chicago next week. So we're going to be in the heat of the AI industry this week in Vegas. And then next Monday, I'm very happy to say that SignalWire, hi there, SignalWire, you're hosting ClueCon in Chicago next week, and we're very happy to have you as the newest corporate member of the vCon Foundation. And if you want to learn about and meet some of the leading brains in the development of communications, you should be at ClueCon. This is your 15-second promise plug. Go to ClueCon. That's ClueCon. Yes, ClueCon 2026 in Chicago. It's going to be at the Midland Hotel, and by the way, you'll find me there too. We're hosting the roadshow, and I should say we're co-hosting because it's going to, in fact, we're not roasting though. We're going to be roasting in Vegas. We're going to be co-hosting in Chicago, and it's SignalWire was kind enough to give us space on Monday, and I'm hoping many of the people attending ClueCon who are there for the Monday pre-con will join us. And it's really a chance to learn. And so we're going to be doing a tutorial, a little bit of what a vCon is. Thomas will be joining with me, and we'll be there from like 9. Lauren's coming too. So we're doing registration at 9:30, and then the roadshow meetings will be from 10 to 12. There'll be a lunch, and I'll be hosting office hours in the afternoon on Monday for people who want to better understand vCon strategies, understand how vCons fit into their ecosystem. Please just register. It's free, by the way. Didn't I mention that part? And the momentum is definitely growing. So we're going to be in Vegas this week, Chicago next week, and there's a room. Well, I got invited, by the way. I should mention to this that Alianza has their Navigate conference in Scottsdale. Starts the day after Labor Day, and I'm going to be on the main stage. I'm one of their keynote speakers that week, and so I am going to, on my own, if I have to. Hi, Alianza. I am going to be hosting a roadshow meeting the morning, maybe on I think September 8th. Since I happen to be in town anyway, why not? Their event kicks off in the afternoon, so maybe doing the morning of the 8th. We'll be hosting a vCon roadshow to Scottsdale, Arizona. And I should also mention that this week there's going to be live. I think on August 5th, I was part of a podcast, pre-recorded podcast, looking at the RenAIassance of Voice and really the future of what's going on. And so that's NetSapiens was kind enough to invite me to this podcast. It's streaming live for the very first time. It's premiere. This is sort of my MTV premiere. This is going to be not a music video, but it's going to be a live podcast that's going to be taking place on Wednesday. And a lot of great insights were shared on that. And I spent a lot of time listening. It was just really, really cool to hear. But let me tell you, there is a renaissance in voice going on. And just putting out there that you can't spell Renaissance without AI. And it's really everyone's benefiting. If you've been in the voice over IP industry for any amount of time, you can appreciate that until not that long ago. In fact, even your core business today might be focused on least cost routing and pushing the price down of everything. Well, in the Renaissance period of AI, because I go look at that, by the way, as the dark ages of voice. But as we come into the light, there's light somewhere there. There's light. And we come into the light, and there's innovation happening, and this whole renaissance. Remember, AI is in renaissance. The renaissance of voice brings us to highest quality routing. So instead of low-cost routing, which people are doing on the cheap, the advent of voice AI with permission, with consent, gives you the opportunity to have low latency, high fidelity, secure routes. And let's just put it out there, the highest quality experience that anyone can get. And if you're building a voice AI stack, think about compliance. Think about how you could prove that you had consent. Think about how you can capture conversational intelligence by capturing those conversations as assets. So having a vCon enables you to turn your conversations into strategic assets for your company, for your clients, for your ecosystem. And this is just a great time to be around. And hats off to everyone at the IETF for making vCons a thing, because it's happening. Rumor still has it that there's a chance, darn good chance, that the RFC for vCons will be published in 2026. Now, if that happens, the last I checked, 9943 was skit. It'd be nice if 10,000 exactly was the vCon, but we'll find out. We're not in control of any of that. In fact, I'm just an observer. But anyway, it's an energized time. And yes, maybe I need another cup of coffee.
But Jeff, hey, when you're in Chicago and giving a hug to Lauren and seeing everyone, I want everyone to remember, guys, that this is really the midnight hour that it's supposed to be coming in September with this passage of 2026. Cross your fingers, because everyone that is in voice, everyone that is dealing with AI, this is going to be a compliant framework that you must have and that you must follow in order for you to use it.
Now, we're talking about must. I mean, look, if you like to get fined, you don't care about compliance. It's okay. I mean, we understand some people just don't care, but ignorance of the law is no excuse. And so if you're in the ecosystem and you don't want to be fined, it'd be nice, by the way, if you're building voice AI solutions, to have guardrails to offer your customers the ability to manage consent. It's a cool thing. The vCon protocol actually has the provisioning to enable you to prove consent with purpose.
It's recorded.
To remove consent. And then when we talk about consent with purpose, what purpose do you have? Is it permission to do a recording? Is it permission to learn from this? Is there or do you even have permission to call me? I mean, there's this, the TCPA is a big issue to the big issue. Well, it can offer fines and
Right.
big fines, and so we want to be compliant on a federal level, on a state level. In the U.S., around the world, those AI rules are still evolving. They're still evolving in the U.S. as well, and so I do believe this that once the RFC comes out, you are going to see notice for proposed rulemaking from the FCC by 2028 to refer to vCons as much as they refer to SIP, because once it's a standard, they will hold people accountable to prove and to make proof that you had permission. Because it's, do I think that every AI generated call is a robocall? Personally, no.
No.
But that doesn't mean that the rules are not by default saying that. Right. And maybe it's a good thing that the vCon Foundation is now a 501c6, because not only are we a trade association, but we have the ability to lobby. Now, in this case, lobby means educate. And so perhaps we'll have I should mention, by the way, that we're planning on having December 3rd, the vCon Policy Summit in Washington, D.C., to give an end of the year update to all the members of the vCon Foundation and our community, what's happening with policy with AI, what's happening with policy in telecom, and what can we look forward to in 2027. That's December 3rd. That's locked in. And I'd be remiss if not to talk about the fact that October 13th to the 15th, we're going to be in Sandy Springs, adjacent to Atlanta. It's really, because most people would say it's Atlanta. And it's a 3-day event, which I've been curating since March. Well, curating my entire life, focused on since March. And the first day is going to be all about the vCon, all about virtualized conversations. And the morning is going to be a tutorial, like Introduction to vCons. Thomas House put together four related sections. That's the morning. In the afternoon, October 13th, it's going to be all about, what's happening in the industry, updates from the ITF. And that's going to be, and then I'm encouraging members of the vCon Foundation to basically come show us what you're working on. If you like to showcase what's going on, you're invited to be part of that October 13th. And here's the cool part, that if you're a member of the vCon Foundation, this is one of the benefits. You get to attend the conference. You get to attend the October 13th date for free. Well, individual members, you come for free. And our charter members, you get to send up to 5 people from your organization as part of the membership. And that's October 13th. Same thing for December 3rd. If you're a member, you get to attend that event, again, gratis. Again, we have to cap it at 5 because, frankly, when Google joins us or Microsoft joins us, when they do, we can't offer free attendance to everyone who works at Microsoft or Google because, frankly, we don't have enough seats. So it's 5, and of course, you could buy additional tickets. But it's all about community. It's all about connections. The rest of Voice and Conversations on the Net is an ecosystem event, and I'm currently curating the conversations between carriers, voice AI startups, a few enterprises, and some really deep thinkers, and there'll be investors in the room and some newly minted startups in the room. I'm very happy to say that the growth we're seeing is in the voice AI startups that have come into being and started rolling out their products in 2026. I've been talking to a founder, seems like several times a day. Sometimes it depends, but I'm in conversations, and if you're watching this, you know who you are. And it's just fascinating to see so many people curious about voice. It's it's ironic that we have the Gen Xers and the Boomers where voice was everything. I grew up where you placed a phone call to someone's living room, not somebody's pocket. And then we have the generation of people who don't like to talk, but they text. And then there's another generation of people that not only not like to talk, they text, they don't even do email. And somewhere in between, these are people who are building the products because they think we should automate the way we talk. Exactly. The way we talk to, but by the way, hats off to them. I mean, they're raising a ton of money. I mean, I get daily updates, and it's like so much money is raised for one startup that's literally automating the inflows into dentist office, into veterinarians, for real estate. I just saw a great startup dealing again in the food industry, and on the inbound, it's okay because you don't have to worry so much about compliance. But if you're going to call someone back, make sure you have permission from that person to call them back. But for people who you see promoting on Facebook and LinkedIn, we're going to automate your workflows and we're going to contact all these people for you. Yeah, just make sure that they're not spamming because you may inadvertently be fined, and that doesn't do anyone any good. So anyway, it's vCon. It's a beautiful world and it's growing. Our universe is expanding, and it's all about the vCon. What can I tell you?
Well, and Jeff, as we wrap up, one of the things that's really hard to believe is the fact that we've been talking about this almost 2 years, and now it's here. And so
2 years. They've been working on it for 6 years. I mean,
but the fact that it came mainstream, literally everyone's been working on. Thomas has been working on. I mean, just people have been on this, and yet only now everyone's heard about it. And
trust me, we're not even. It's so far away from being mainstream. I can't hear a word you're saying. There's a far distance, but that gap is going to be caught up relatively soon by the forward-thinking product managers, product officers are definitely putting vCons on their 2027 roadmap. By 2027, 2028, it should be a staple of our industry. And yes, and I am grateful to everyone who's recognized the value of the vCon because they already are talking vCons. In fact, I'm grateful to be I'm going to be on the main stage, I believe, at the UGM at Crescendo's and at Sapiens UGM in Austin last week of October, and they've already invited us to have a roadshow gathering on the morning of the 26th in Austin. So I'm filling out our calendar, and there are people who see it, there are people who talk it, there are people who are deploying it, and our ecosystem is growing. And it's going to go from like no one knowing about it to like, of course we know about this. And so we're getting there. Great opportunities. If you are interested in the future of voice, you're interested in what AI is doing, play with the robot food for AI. vCons are where it's at.
Exactly. Thanks so much, Jeff, and have a safe trip. I'll hopefully see you in Vegas if I can get myself out of San Diego with me and Doug running to
San Diego, Vegas. San Diego has its pluses. I'm not advocating, but if you can get to Vegas, you'll see the wow of AI. It's going to be cool. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jeff. Take care. See you soon.
See you soon.